Hi everyone, you're welcome to my channel. If you are new here, this is Emma Does Styles. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we'll be learning how to make this v-neck kaftan bubu gown with Aso-Oke. If this is something you're interested in learning how to make, this tutorial is definitely for you. Sit back and let's get started. For this dress, I'm going to be making use of this African print here, and I have 2 yards of it. Then I also have my Aso-Oke. You can make use of any fabric of your choice. You can use crepe, you can use chinos. So here are the 2 fabrics that I'm going to be making use of to make this dress. Let me just go ahead and fold my fabrics into 4. I will fold it into 2 equal halves and then proceed to fold it into 4. So guys, my fabrics is folded into the wrong side because I'm going to be drafting on my fabrics. As you can see, what I have here is 4. This means you are cutting both the front and the back piece together. So the center front is going to be the part that doesn't have any opening, which is the part that is closest to me right now. The first thing I'll be doing now is to draw a straight line across the top that will serve as my shoulder line. And I'm coming in by 3 inches for my neck width, and I will come down by 1.5 inch for my neck depth. So now I'm just going to use a curve to connect my neck width and my neck depth together. I will just use this neckline for both the front and the back for now, and I'm drafting out the front neckline later. Now from the center of my fabric on the shoulder line, I'm going to go in by half of my shoulder measurement, and from the shoulder measurements that I got, I'm going to determine how long I want my sleeve to be. Since I don't have enough fabric here, I'm just going to take it to where the fabric ends. So this is just like adding your sleeve, just that this sleeve will be part of your dress. Now from the shoulder line, I'm going to come down by 9 inches for my armhole depth. If the person you're making it for is of a bigger size, you can make use of 10 or 11 inches thereabout, depending on their size. Now I've placed my tape on the shoulder line and I'll be coming down to 22 inches. So guys, this is my hip line. I will just mark my hip line here, and I'm going to mark quarter of my hip measurement. That is my hip measurement divided by 4. So now from this point, I'm going to add some extra inches depending on how wide you want your bubu to be. For me, I will just add 4.5 inches. If you are bigger in size, you can just add like 5 or 6 inches. So now from the shoulder again, I'm just going to measure to how long I want this dress to be. Now I will just mark where I want my dress to be right here, and I'm just going to use my ruler to draw a straight line across. So guys, I'm also going to connect the line coming down from armhole like this. I will just connect this to get all the way to the end of the dress, and yeah, this is basically it. So now guys, one thing I love to have in my bubu is a little shoulder slope. So I'll just go down by 1 inch, then I'll use my ruler to just rule out my shoulder slope. So now I'll just go ahead and cut along the lines that I have here. So guys, these are the front and the back pieces cut together, as you can see. So I'll just pick one of them to use as the front, because the neckline for the front needs to be a little bit different from what the back is. So now from the shoulder line, I'm going to come down by 9 inches, and I will just mark it here in the middle for the neck depth for the front piece. And then I will just go in by 1 inch. So from this point here, I'm just going to use my ruler to connect something looking like a V neckline all the way to where my neck width is already. All the way from the neckline. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. So guys, let me open it for you guys to see. So this is what the front piece is looking like right now. So it has a kind of V, but it's a different type of V neckline. So I'm going to join the front and back piece together on the shoulder. So I'm just placing my fabrics together, right side facing each other. It's somehow hard to determine the front and back of this particular fabrics because of the pattern, but anyways, I was able to find it. So I'm just placing them right side facing each other, and on the shoulder I'm just pinning the front and the back piece together like you see me do, like this. So once I'm through with this, I'm going to head over to the sewing machine and make a stitch on the shoulders. I'm done making my stitch, and I've also gone ahead to iron my piece. So this is what the neckline is looking like right now after I was done joining the shoulders. So now one thing I want to do is to place the collar on the necklines, and to do that from this edge of the front neckline, not from the center, from the edge. I'm going to measure all the way around till I get to the other edge of the neckline here, and I have about 25 inches. So now this is what I've cut out for my collar. It is about 4 inches wide. So what you need is about 4 inches wide. If you want yours to be wider, you can add to the 4 inches. But I have 4 inches here, and on this side I have something that is more than 25 inches. So guys, my Aso-Oke is 4 inches wide, but it is on fold. I already fold it into 2. So I'm going to place this piece here. As you can see, it has been ironed and folded. I'm going to place it here, and I'm just going to pin this all the way around the neckline until I get to the other end as well. So when I get there, if there's any excess on the collar, I'm just going to cut it off. So guys, I'm done pinning it out around the neckline. I'll just go and stitch it down. I'm done stitching here now, and I'm going to go ahead and iron the neckline to the right side. So you see it has like a kind of covering here. I also went ahead to cut out this piece. The dimension for this piece is 12 inches here, and 12 inches here, and 12 inches here. So basically this is a square piece with 12 inches. You can actually make it bigger or smaller depending on your interests. So now I'm going to be placing this on the neckline. You can decide to place it in the middle like this, and you can decide to push it towards the sides. So now what I want is like a design on the side. You can decide to leave it this way, or you can decide to cut off some parts, which is what I'm doing here. So now I'll be folding all the edges about half an inch and iron it out to be able to stitch easily on the sewing machine. I've ironed all the edges of my piece, so I'm just going to place it in the middle here. So guys, when making yours, just go ahead and pin it down so that it stays where you want it to be. So I'll just go ahead and stitch around. So guys, it's stitched down now, as you can see, and I'll also go ahead to stitch the sleeve area. So now I've turned everything over to the wrong side so that I can join the sides. So from here, I'm going to join the sides with about 1 inch and do the same for the other side, and then I will hem the end of my gown. So guys, this is the final look of my gown. If you watch it to this very moment, thank you guys so much. If this video is helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.